I've got a top 5 list internationally from Germany all the way home to you.
Let's do
Top
it.
5 most intriguing
1, 2,
matchups.
3, 4,
Can you do it in
5.
German?
Rich's Top 5.
All right. I need the music, Mike Del Tufo. I need to hear it all the way across the globe, and now I hear it, and it's awesome. Number 5 on this list is I'll tell you what, this is amazing how many great games there are and how difficult it was to order them. When you've got the 5th game being the Monday night game, which in the last couple of weeks has been the number 1 game on the list. I'm going Chargers-Jets. I think this is a big game for both teams. I think the Jets, coming off of that ugly win, but there's no pictures in the standings, trying to go to 5-3 with their next game going to be in Vegas against a Raiders team in complete flux right now. And they can go to 5-3 and send the Chargers to 3-5, take a 2.5 game lead on a team that they might be jockeying for wild card position with later on this upcoming winter. I think this is a huge game. Justin Herbert versus Zach Wilson. 2 stout pass rush defenses coming at you. That's number 5 on this list. Number 4, the leaders of the AFC North are welcoming in the leaders of the NFC West. And a couple of weeks ago, it'd be like, wait a minute, the Niners aren't playing in Baltimore. It's the Seattle Seahawks coming to town. The Seattle Seahawks at 5-2 taking on the 6-2 Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens. Can the Ravens stay on top of the AFC North by going to 7-2? Can they enter the 7-win club later on in the afternoon of a morning in which one of the teams here in Germany will break that ceiling first as an AFC team? Or can the Seahawks take advantage of the bye week of the San Francisco 49ers and go to 6-2 over the 5-3 Niners? Can the Seahawks go on the road in a very tough place to play? You saw what the Ravens did to their last visitor in the Lions. They just pounced all over them. I can't wait to see this game. A hard-hitting defense on both sides of the ball. Seahawks, Ravens, number 4. Number 3. This is wild. Now we're getting into rarefied air because this would have been number 1 in pretty much any other week. But on this week, it's number 3. And it's the Bills at the Bengals. I'm putting them number 3 on this list.
Wow.
There's so much intrigue, obviously, around both of these clubs. The Bengals are 4-3 with a complete arrow pointing up. The Bills have been middling back and forth between outstanding in weeks 2 through 4 and then inconsistent but still winning. 5-3. Do they have enough on their defense with so many injuries there? They got Rasul Douglas, who is fascinatingly enough, hilariously enough, put on the injury report as did not practice the other day with the designation of just got here, which was outstanding and fun stuff from the Bills PR staff. And the Bengals, as we all know, look like the Bengals for the first time in San Francisco this past week, like the Bengals of the last 2 years. They're number 3. Bills and Bengals on this list. Number 2. Sorry, TJ, the varsity's number 2.
Oh, wow.
Cowboys and Eagles are number 2 on this list, with Dallas playing the way that they just played, wrapped around the bye, sweeping Los Angeles around their bye. And then the Eagles. The Eagles, I know they haven't played as well as Dallas over the last 3 weeks, but this is throw the records out. And Dallas versus Philadelphia, late window on Fox. If the Cowboys win this game, they're not at first because they won't have enough wins to get there, but they'll even up the loss column with Philadelphia and then have a much easier stretch between now and the next time they face Philly. While Philly has to take on San Francisco, Philly has to take on Kansas City. It is a tough row to hoe for Philadelphia over the next week. The next few weeks, they need to win this one. They need to hold serve at home. And we'll see what Dallas can do. As we all know, they started the season with a road division win against the Giants. That's number 2. And then maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe there is an eye in Rich and Eisen, but an international series contest. First ever played in Frankfurt, Germany. It is 6-2 Miami versus 6-2 Kansas City. It is all that plus the biscuit. And then just for all of us here at NFL Network getting to broadcast this on Sunday, it will take place one day after we celebrate our 20th anniversary. So it's big for the network. It's big for the league. It's big for Germany. It's big for the international scene. It's big for both of these teams because this could be the difference between playing the AFC Championship in Kansas City or Miami, with all due respect to Jacksonville and Cincinnati and Baltimore and everyone else who thinks they can be the 1 seed right now. This is huge. That's my top 5 most intriguing game. Oh, sure.
All right, we'll get one more.
I'll be straight up, guys. It took a while for me to find the one other intriguing game. I almost threw Arizona and Cleveland on there just in case Kyler Murray might somehow play, And I've been in meetings. There hasn't been any news on that front, I don't believe.
No,
right?
but Deshaun's back on the practice field and actually back on the podium, which if you want to read into that, he's on the podium today, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, there is a chance. There's still a chance it's Kyler and Deshaun.
Now, if that is it, then obviously this would be the one more. But the Raiders doing what they did this week by axing their coach and general manager and putting Antonio Pearson as their interim head coach, and the first team he faces is one of his former teams and the Giants, who are sending Daniel Jones apparently to Las Vegas. This one intrigues me. I'll be straight up just to see what happens with Aiden O'Connell. Could he possibly start lighting it up in a way that Jimmy G could not? I mean, talk about a complete reversal of course. What the Raiders just did over the last 72 hours makes this game one of the more intriguing ones on the list despite the records, and that's my top 5 list.
Yeah.
For you right there, gentlemen.
I'm with you.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.